Welcome, moonbeams, to another Oracle over tea. Today I'm just doing a simple iced tea because it's a little bit hot outside. I did not want to drink hot tea. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Moon Air, your host that will bring you spiritual messages from the other side, which is mainly your higher self speaking through me to bring a message that resonates to you. If something or part of the reading doesn't resonate with you, it is not a message for you. You want to always go with what resonates and speaks to your soul deeply. We are in the new moon of Leo. It's a time of creativity and self-expression. So we are going to light the fire of Leo for this reading. And those of you Leos out there, welcome. I am so happy to have you. My shop manager is a Leo, and I love his vibe when I come into the shop. He's just so much fun to be around. So this sun-ruled sign is here to shine and illuminate, brighten up the areas of your life that Leo tends to rule. So you want to always check your charts and the corresponding topics for the house of Leo that it lives in. We're going to cleanse our area to get it ready for this beautiful zodiac sign of Leo and hold on to the summer vibes as we are in the last moments before it changes to fall. This new moon is here to amplify your intentions and encourage new growth. So I want you to tap in right now intentionally to that energy, creativity, shine your light through. And we're going to do our little oracle ritual today in honor of this sun sign ruled Leo energy. We are also getting our souls ready for the Lion's Gate 888 portal. So that is a major magical happening in the cosmos. So Thursday is our 888 Lionsgate portal energy, and we're going to get our reading in the figure of the 8, which goes around, comes around. Karmatic, neutralizing, and polarizing. So any changes you desire or consistent habits that you desire to change, and you want to stay aligned in that manifesting of the Lion's Gate energy, you want to set that intention before we start this reading as well. Make sure all the messages are resonating with the intention that you bring to the oracle table. We just got this beautiful deck in, so I'm going to start off with this deck. And those of you who like to see what decks I'm using, we just got it into the shop. It's called Golden Keys of Gaia. And as you can see, I am tapping into the last little remnants of our summertime with our calming blue kyanites here and a beautiful garden quartz. Can't get closer to Gaia than this. I mean, it's like forest caught in quartz. Forest caught in quartz. It's beautiful. So we're going to put that there. And it's doing a point because we are going to hold on to that fun, vibrant energy for this reading. So we have it in a point. Pointed crystals tend to set out an intention. Oh my gosh, these are hard. Any intention that you're trying to seek with it. So obviously with this reading, I am tapping into the energy of Gaia. Oh boy, okay, so group 1, I'm getting called to that one for you. Big thing I want to make you guys weary of when you watch readers on YouTube, if you can't see them pulling cards and getting your message to you, then they pre-picked and then read out of a book. So they're not intentionally connecting. This is something that Spirit wanted me to bring to the awareness of this reading, that some of you need to be wary of those kind of readers. If you can't see what they're doing with the cards, they are reading out of a book and not getting like an actual personalized one-on-one with your guides. So just be wary of ones that aren't connected. Now, if you resonate with the message that they're pulling, that's great. That's wonderful. But you want to make sure that your guides are speaking through them and your higher self is connected to them. Okay, those of you who love to pick with crystals, I have a few here for you. I just need to figure out which one's going to go with which. And I keep getting pulled to here. This is our purple agate, malachite, and mookaite. So we've got our mind, our heart, and our crown and third eye. So which path are you getting pulled towards? Are you getting pulled towards calming the mind, rejuvenating and sparking the heart, or accessing, accelerating the crown and third eye? I have a new tarot course up and ready in August 16th. We will be diving deep into the tarot. If you are interested in taking the tarot class and learning easy ways to memorize those cards so you don't have to look at a book or look back on what they are, you want to grab that course on sacredspiриthealings.com under Master Tarot and get the course. And we will be opening that course August 16th for you guys. Take a moment. Do a little soul searching when it comes to these cards. You want to make sure you're going to resonate with the right path, and you always want to go with your very first initial pick. Don't ever try to doubt yourself. When you doubt yourself, it's just dark trying to get you off your course of getting that message. So we're going to get the energy going in these. All right, I will see you, Group 1. And those of you who picked Group 2 and Group 3, you can use the timestamps below to quick grab those readings. Welcome, Group 1. It is so interesting. Just as I'm about to start your reading, it started pouring outside, which tells me there is some kind of water energy element here in your reading. Maybe it's a connection to heart and emotions, but I just found that very interesting. And the fact that you have chosen your beautiful swirly circle malachite tells me that you are in a transformative time of your life. You're very connected to the divine feminine, which is allowing and creating. So it's allowing an idea to come in and then taking the steps to create it, which then associates you with growth, abundance, and extremely positive changes. But it also has a protective traditional quality to it as well. So whatever you're creating with that growth and abundance, you are only going to protect it from dangerous and warding off dangerous things from preventing it from taking place. I'm going to put him over here, I think. There you go. Let's reveal your first two cards. And we just spoke of abundance with malachite. I just want to take a closer look to her basket. She's got a lot of yellow, which has to do with friendship, and a lot of purple and green, which is heart healing. And she's got some blue, which is communicating that healing. And then the cosmos are coming into formation with this. So this is a cosmic connection. Okay, let's see the next one. Oh, we definitely have a wolf animal guide coming in. And we're in a transformative energy here. So as I was speaking about the transformative stuff, I kept getting trauma, childhood trauma coming to the surface. And this is what this is talking about, the trauma of old wounds surfacing. Now, I don't want you to be aware of those old wounds. I want you to be fully aware of them. So I'm going against what this card is saying. You definitely want to be aware of them so that you start healing from. That's what the whole communicating healing to yourself is all about. Okay. I have another beautiful deck here. So this is like a direct, oh, hello. This is a direct message. In any moment, I can surrender to the power, presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Okay, so this is the blue color of communicating love to yourself as you're going through this whole transformative healing. I didn't want to show you guys the card underneath because it wasn't meant for you. So, oh, that flew out. Hold on. Yeah, so your soul is coming through and repeating the word love and abundance through that self-love. Wow, it's really pouring. I love it. Your soul is housed in the body. And remember how I said that if I felt there was a water energy here, I'm seeing a fish. I am being shown that there is an Lemurian Atlantis connection to this trauma, and definitely with a lot of the blue water effect here. Okay. Yeah, your soul has been working very hard through these past lives, and you have brought in that Atlantean Lemurian connection into this life here. I'm getting like a very raw connection to this soul awareness. The number 3 and 4 are coming in for you as well. The 3 is of networking, coming together with other souls to network and learn and gain information. And then the 4 is building a foundation on that connection. Yeah, they want you to reclaim who you are from those lives into this life, bringing all the different little parts back to your soul that were chipped off, broken away. I am also seeing a scattering of auric energy that broke off your soul. Okay, so it is part of the head. Okay, so there is a breaking off of auric energy off of the head area. We've got 3, your number 3 coming in with the 3 heads, which is also showing a trifactor of coming together in 3 parts, but these 3 parts are separated. They're in different origins of learning. In this life, you're trying to bring the 3 trifecta coming together again. I just said it. Bringing those trifectas together, welding it together, because welding is metalling and melting and bringing together. your soul has been part of this. Okay, let's say your divine essence is at the trifecta. There's three trifectas. Okay, there's three circles. You know what? Let me show you this on my board. Okay, I got my board here. So trifecta. Okay, this is what you're trying to accomplish in this life. This is what it looks like right now, broken up into particles, and then you're going to bring it together. Now, what's keeping you separated is your trifectas are here, but you keep coming around or bringing around people that are only at the 2 trifecta. Okay? Your 3 and 4 are frequencies of numbers. Okay? This is basically showing me that you are at 3 trifectas and you're trying to get to 4. Like your frequency is trying to move up into 4. But again, you can't do that if you keep bringing around the 2 trifecta or the 2 factors. So let's say this here is extremely male energy, and this is extremely female. Okay? You've got dominating and creating. You can't create if something's dominating over top of it or demanding your time or demanding you do this or that. You can't create if something's demanding or dominating or putting you below where you need to move up. Okay? So I hope you can kind of understand what that is. Okay. So again, the underworld is, see how it almost looks like 3 parts here. All right? That's the trifecta you. And then there's these 2 here, which is keeping you, again, under the underworld of learning, keeping you earthbound and not rising up into a more divine essence cosmically or galactically or connected to heavenly, the ethereal. Okay? And if this reading is all about transmuting and transforming and transformation, this is what they're telling you is keeping you from rising to the next frequency level. Now, if you don't understand anything about vibration or frequency, you're going to want to go to my latest video. It's all about the frequency of love, trying to find your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in a relationship. I do teach in there how to raise your vibration and frequencies, okay? It gives you a better understanding of what that actually looks like. Okay. I want to go into, and I wasn't going to do these cards, but I'm getting really pulled since you have this Atlantean energy. And as I'm trying to get the cards out right now, they're also talking to me about the Egyptian area of your lives, being part of Egypt. Oh. Okay. So this wants to make a pyramid. This wants to make a pyramid. This wants to make a pyramid. This is kind of like a bunch of pyramids. Her leg is into a pyramid, okay? She's kind of forming a pyramid. So this is all kind of showing me that you have past lives in the Egyptian Ra and being very closely connected to the Egyptian way of living and life. So if you've been drawn to pyramids, imperial living, that royal living. Oh boy, what is all this? Okay, so you've got 3 cards here. Okay, well, this is interesting. I find this very interesting that it says, it's almost like you want change, that you've been in a waiting period, or they're telling you to kind of wait it out. Almost like it's not the time for change in the sense that you're trying to change things. But let's get a little bit deeper That's just my first perspective of it when I first come upon it. These didn't want to go in, so let me see. Okay, so this is one. We've got a fire element. Waiting, being patient, relaxing in front of a fire. You hate waiting, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so this to me is regiment, order, following a procedure, being anointed, having a commitment, a union, vows, marriage. I keep seeing that you want to change, having to be that kind of way of a human, always following procedures, policies, rules, um, commitment to other people's way of being and expecting you to follow. And they're telling you to wait and be patient. Don't be so risky. And you don't like waiting. You don't like you like to be moving forward. And this is kind of a test. It's almost like your Lemurian life is kind of teaching you to have patience, because good things come when you are patient and observing and learning and growing. And then you retreat in the transformation that's going to swirl you into a new timeline of learning. And there's your trifactor that's separated. See? You're retreating away from that and you're going into them coming together. So circle, 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 circle. See? They're separated here and you're swirling away from it and bringing the trifactor coming together into one. This is where your trauma is being held. You want things now. They're telling you it doesn't happen that way divinely. And that just like a fish in water, you're just going to flow right into that trifecta energy, okay? Just like the fish that we saw. Where's the fishy? I think the fishy was in that one. And then we've got the wolf. That is the masculine energy of this down here. The wolf is telling you, I can be cunning and aggressive, so I can try to keep your trifecta particles or your frequency particles earthbound, where you can't elevate. And you don't want the cunning wolf to do that, right? You want to be like the fish and pull in the direction that your soul needs to actually go. Okay, let me see what we get with charms. We have a boat on water. Here's that regiment and policy and following order. This is the Lemurian, the Mu, the Lemurians. This is your transformational charm and the sound that your frequency is trying to make through that blumation of formating. Oh, this one dropped down. Sorry if my camera keeps moving. Oh, this one fell off the ground. Pisces is all about water. We've got the fish there. And then Cancer with the dualities. Laughing, you got a double laugh, so you're not laughing enough. You've got a lot of water here. Feeling suffocated by that formating and not being able to do things. And then you've got the moon, which is a broken off piece of Earth's electronical base. I go more into depth with this in a video coming up. So if you want to learn more about what I mean by that. And then here we've got Earth. We've got moon and the Earth. And the moon being brought back as an electronical base because through the conception of a soul coming earthbound and bringing a broken particle off of that ethereal learning and coming to Earth to learn, the true moon was broken off and put apart. So then it was brought back galactically to keep Earth's orbit from going into chaos and allowing experiments here to go into chaos, okay? So they're telling you to make your energy raise and flow. You must live through laughing and being positive and eating right, because cleanliness and being clean brings you closer to who? The frequency of God. So taking care of your body, eating, cleaning your house, cleaning your areas, your sacred space, clean your car, cleanse these areas with sacred herbs and oils. And this is your trifecta of Christ, or the Christ consciousness, the three trifectors trying to come together. So there's your three once again. Lots. I just heard your one guide say to me, "Can you hear me now?" What do we do with seashells? We listen, right? Do you hear me? Do you hear us speaking to you through this reading? Okay. I want to get a little bit more information on the Lionsgate energy for you. So let me see here. Let's go to these guys once more. And one of your charms was living. And if you add up the 2 and 1, it gives you 3. Making your soul a sacred space that you don't need anyone under you pulling you down. Being comfortable with who you are as a soul and raising yourself up. Bringing those particles back to yourself and seeing that you are a divine being that's here on a particular learning escapade. We've got 2 here. This is basically them saying you need to care for you, the one. You are the one that you need to take care of. It's like almost like she's in thought, right? She's in thought. Not knowing how to do that, right? You've got a lot of pinks and purples here, so that's healing through love. Bringing a love frequency in. This one, I had to ask, and they said that you need to start writing letters to yourself. So getting a journal and writing to your higher self. Like, think of it as a girlfriend that you're writing to, or a boyfriend that you're writing to. So a friend that's a boy, a girl that's a friend. And write to your higher self as if it's a best friend that you're reaching out to get some advice or to just get to know better. They're telling you to start writing letters, which is basically journaling. And you can have fun with it. Put stickers in it, cut out little words. There's so many videos that I've been noticing on YouTube and TikTok of people doing these creative journals where they're using stickers and paint and just very creative, cool way. It's not just about writing anymore. It's about being creative with your mind so that you do journal and it's fun to journal, because I think people see it as work. There's your greens and blues. So Okay, your guide just said your soul is a treasure chest. Oh my goodness. Your soul is a treasure chest full of divine goodies that aren't surfacing. They're not like, see, their energy is just stuck, and it's not like, almost like the energy is trying to come out of the trunk into the world, into the ethereal, into the cosmos, in the one being of that divine essence. And 11 tends to be negative thinking. So again, it goes back to the trifecta. If you are negative thinking, you're bringing yourself to that 2 form factor. You're at a good level right now, but you need to raise up. And they're telling you, you need to believe, you need to have faith in who you are and all the gifts that you hold and bestow, that you can bring to this world. But you hold yourself back. You keep it in a trunk, closed, for no one to see. Maybe this goes back to the pressure of following your parents' way of doing things, or growing up to follow policies, and you just don't do that. You know what I mean? And your higher self is saying, no, let me out of the box. Like, this isn't how I was supposed to be doing things. That's how they were supposed to do things, but that's not how I'm doing things, and I want to change and transform into something better. But do it casually, not taking risks on falsities and things that are gonna break the table down of the 4 legs, okay? Where you're left with 3 legs again. You want to build that foundation on good stuff, bringing good stuff to the surface. How about one more message from the guides? I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Yeah, seeing yourself for the first time in a whole new way. It's beautiful. And there's the circles again, the 3 circles. And there's an M, it looks like, almost like in there. It's Mu for Lemurian. And seeing how you have swirled back into a life on Earth and why that is. Letting go of the trauma that you were programmed to believe and follow, and seeing a new you. Okay? Seeing a new you. Writing to your higher self and developing that communication so that you can discover new things about yourself. Wow. Amazing. I think I'm going to end the reading there. That's amazing. Let's swirl out the energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. It's so great. Beautiful. And this is your portal. This is your manifesting for the Lion's Gate of 8. Okay? They're telling you to use all of this information and use it on that day. And maybe this is their way of saying to communicate with your higher self that day, that particular day, setting the change in motion, setting your transformation in motion. Okay? Make it happen. Laugh more, be happy with the higher self, your true self coming through. This is what's going to make you happier, not hiding who you have always been. Good luck to you, Group 1. I'll see you on the next Oracle Over Tea. Welcome, Group 2. You chose the purple agate. And purple agate is here to help you remember who you are. But it also definitely helps when losing items and you can't find things. It helps you remember where those things are. So it's always good to have an agate, any kind of agate, on a keychain if you're always losing your keys. And the purple obviously is resembling the crown and third eye frequencies within the mixture of the crystal itself. Alright, so I was going to put them there, but I'm going to put them over here. Let's see what we get. Beautiful card. Rainbow Bridge. Okay. Again, we've got lots of colors here. Very vibrant. So I'm definitely getting a meditative state. So I don't know if you've been meditating lately, connecting more, receiving more messages. But I definitely see this tapping into your higher self, your full self, the heavens and earth, full connection to both. Let's see what our first message is. I find a deeper meaning in personal growth amid the discomfort. And perhaps that's why you've been meditating. Find more calm. And I do believe I just got a vision of closing the eyes. It's dark out. There's a moon phasing going on, so it's either the full moon, new moon, and this mindful intention going out to change and transform things in your life to more calm, more, I love how it just is soil based. It goes right into like a sacral color of creating and rooting in all these different colors and being vibrant. Maria, my guide, is telling me one more. All right, she pulled this one, I pulled this one. So we're going to look at both. I just want to see what we get. This was her pick. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Okay, so we've got some old trauma emotions and scarring flaking off, like leaves falling off a tree as we're coming into fall time from this summer feeling. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Okay. So again, we've got, what do rainbows kind of do when we see them? They light us up. We get excited. Our light candle here, lighting up the world, lighting up our world, our own personal world. Oh. Your soul is really trying to come out. Like, this is the body, the house, and the light within the house is on, which is your soul. I just heard somebody go, oh no. No, this is basically what the guides are telling me is a part of you is dying and going away, and a new part of you is shining through. And you might even notice with people, or they're just like, you've changed, you're different. And this might annoy them, but the ones I think that accept these changes within you like what they see, and the ones that aren't allowing that energy to come forward, or them not accepting it, is just their self mirroring back that they need change, and they're jealous basically that you're changing into this more non-conformative rule following person, that you are making up your own rules and you're making up your own destiny, and they're jealous they can't do the same thing. So then they go against it. Well, you changed. Okay, well, you should probably be changing too, because this world isn't meant to be stale and stayed in neutral. You have to move forward in order to grow. Yeah, see, I'm getting somebody around you just is not being positive. You're in this limelight of all this vibrant color energy, tons of frequencies around you, whether that's cosmic or native, ancestral or just simply angels and guides, but there is someone in your life that just, whatever you do, they argue, they question, they make you doubt. This is not somebody that's going to help you get your light to shine through. So we're going to ground them into sacral energy here up here. You need to be listening to these, not these kind of people. The ones that will embrace your soul in a loving way. You need to understand the difference. Okay, so this person is of great sorrow. They let their traumas trigger them quite often. And I feel like this is a place where you were. And this is a place where you're at now. And I keep getting the number 2. There's a 2 frequency going on here. It's you and your higher self. The 2 of you bonding together. And she speaks through guides. She speaks through ancestral. She speaks through cosmic. There's 2 of you in one formation. See, you, her in one formation. You, him in one formation. And being proud of that. Not letting, oh, there's so many 2s. There's a 2. There's a 2. I feel like there's another 2 somewhere here. 2. 2. Lots of 2s. 2s and 5s. Because if you turn 5 backwards, it's a 2. We've got that Leo energy coming in with the Lion's Gate as well, so I want to get a little information on that. Again, the 2. Get wild. Don't be afraid of what you're becoming. Allow the change to take place, especially I'm seeing in August, there is a huge transformational change for a lot of souls right now. August is like the month for great change. And if you see any other readers not talking about positive changes in August coming, I wouldn't be following them. That was another thing that Maria made me aware of, is there's nothing negative going on in August. There is high positive changes and major transformations. Transmuting, transformation, as I'm talking about it, transformation, connecting to the ethereal higher realms. Bees are all about community and coming together with soul-like beings that see the soul family for what it is, and transmuting through love, not hate, love, not sorrow, love, not grief and doubt. If you have someone in your life that just keeps pulling you back into that lower frequency, they're not there to allow you to shine your divine higher self out of the body so that you can help others and be of service to others as well as to yourself. Sorry, my leg was cramping up. But transmuting, going from a caterpillar to a butterfly, and yeah, even moths, you know what I mean? You're transforming into something better, something more beautiful, and releasing this kind of energy. I love this. This is what jumped out at me right away. This is them confirming this energy. See the colors, how they match? Blue and greens, the blue and greens. You need to release any false entities, beings, people that don't belong in this learning, that are only pulling you down into a different, and you're gonna know who this person is. It's gonna be the very first person that pops in your mind. And this is your sign and your message to start kind of pulling that energy away from your sacred space of who you're becoming and understanding and learning who your higher soul truly is. Reclaiming your true essence. I am getting like an American Indian past life here, but I'm also getting an animal life. I'm getting like more of like a cat. Cunning, smart, full of wisdom, had a very good family, but then the owners passed away and you were moved on to another family that you got to know. And you thought of it as just all a huge experience, and you realizing that the body's just a house for the soul to be in, and it doesn't matter which body or housing you put your soul into, you're still learning from the experiences. Let's see. Yeah, see, this person is lower frequency, underworld, under the ethereal. Okay, they're down here trying to pull the strings to your puppet knee, like pulling the strings of you being a puppet to them, and they can do whatever they want with their hands in your life, and you have to start telling them no. Enough is enough. And get creative. You can figure out ways to pull this energy out as well, but also being creative with your life with all these colors. I just saw real quick crayons, markers, and painting. I feel like color palettes are coming into your life. Maybe you're being creative through art and blossoming through art and letting others see your art and being a service in that way. And you've been seeking the divineness of who you are and connecting to your higher self, who is speaking to you today through this reading. Okay, let's get a last message with the charms. Oh. Again with the wings transforming. I do see somebody new coming into your life, and they rise you above lower frequencies. This is going to be somebody that's native to your soul family. You're going to feel comfortable around them. They're going to navigate you to calmer seas, calmer waters, more chill and relaxed energy. Very loving, sweet, gives lots of kisses, makes you the star of your own show. They have great faith in the spiritual realm. And they're just good luck to you. You just feel like you are very lucky to have this person. You may be asking when this person will come in, and again, it has to do with sound, soul, frequency. If you don't understand how frequency works, you can watch my most recent video on YouTube. It has to do with the frequency of love. And no, you don't have to be in a relationship to understand that video. It just teaches you what frequency looks like and how to raise it within your own life to get to the things and places you want to get to in your life by raising those frequencies that keep you held back. Let's go for one more. Like how I said, cool, calm, and collected this person is. They will dish it out to you because they want to show you truth. So if you don't like what they're showing you, you have to understand that they are the other half of who you are. They're only going to bring a heart frequency of love to you, and that they don't want you to feel lost anymore. So if they bring you truth and they serve it on a platter, you need to understand that they're there to give you water for your soul, to give you thirst of knowledge, to feed your soul with love and divine essence. They're not there to be mean. They're dishing it out because I think no one in your life has really dished it out to you. And there's that 5 again. I think this is someone that is dishing it out so that you become a better version of yourself. They're not doing it to be mean, is what I'm being shown. Okay. Last message with our message cards. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal conditioning. Again, guys, you are the soul that is in a housing. So your outer housing is not going to reflect what is going on the inside. You must always understand that your frequency shows and pours from the inside out. Okay? So basically and I'm kind of reversing it a little bit on this card. Your soul pushes out of the house like a light. Okay? So if you turn a light on the inside of the house, people on the outside of the house are going to see it. Okay? It's the same thing with your experiences. You're turning on a light or a frequency, and everybody on the outside of the house is going to feel that frequency. So what are you pushing out of your house? Is it a light of sorrow? Is it a light of fear? Or is it a light of happiness, gratitude, compassion? What are you pouring out of your house frequent-wise? Okay? Last message. I love this. This is great. You are definitely doing the work. Like I had said, you're doing whatever you can to better understand your higher self and to gain access to conscious knowledge from the other side. And this could be even you tapping into your own gifts as a soul here on earth. Group 1 got this card. It's funny, a lot of the cards you got, Group 1 got, but this is your gifts. This is you tapping into those parts of yourselves and slowly opening up what you've had closed this whole time and allowing people to go in and like rummage around and get to know all your little gems and your little pieces of who you are. And it's going out like a vibration into the world, like your light here. Okay? So this is a good thing. You're on the right track. You just have to know the charlatans, the ones that are trying to keep you down below your gained frequency. Okay? This is your guides telling you you need to take the steps to rise up. Group 3, I am so terribly sorry. I thought I was recording this whole time. So instead of starting you out at blank, I'm going to go over what was chosen because the message was so powerful. I do not want to start over. I feel so bad, but these were the first 2 cards that we flipped over for you, which was the third eye of intuition here, and listening to your higher self, listening to your guides, getting that trusted signal and signs through the higher guidance of your soul's compass and listening to what your guides have to say about your soul contract. And then we've got the elephant with his trunk reaching to the skies, reaching to the cosmos for answers. And then we've got this little winged bird here that is in the skies all the time and asking. And I was so fascinated that I pulled this card and this card came with it asking for help. Group 3, I am so sorry. The camera just died again. I feel like this is your energy in the reading. It is basically telling me you don't want to face the truth. You don't want to see yourself as this way. And you keep shutting down anybody's ideas or things that they may say to you. And you get abruptly upset because you don't want to hear what they have to say. And it's possible they could be telling you the truth most of the time. Do you know what I mean? And you've just been so hurt that you're so quick to just, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't trust you. Even if somebody new came into your life, I feel like you don't open the box and let them see who you are. You're so closed down. I want to go back to these. I didn't do this with the other group, but I feel like there's something in this, and hopefully the camera stays on and your energy doesn't shut me down again. That's twice already. Okay, yeah, surrender. Dance among the energies, swim amongst the love. Allow people to see yourself, because here's the thing, if you're having a hard time with people in general, it's most likely you're supposed to be learning from them. And if you close yourself down, you're not learning what you're supposed to be learning. And understand that it's just a experience. It's not meant to stay that way forever. And that's why they say here, make the most of the situation, because you don't know if it's going to last or not. So even if something good comes in your life, don't be scared that it'll go away. Understand that you're supposed to experience it because it's teaching you something, and you'll come out better after it's over, if it ever does end. Here they are talking about your thoughts again. Watch how you're thinking and consuming within your mind, because your soul absorbs it and it believes it, right? Oh my gosh, guys, seriously? And all your cards are blue, which are communicating. So your mind is communicating. And where does she have this? Against her forehead. The bird is against her forehead, which thoughts fly into the universe, out into the cosmos. What you think comes back to you like a bird coming back down to earth. You drinking from the water of life and renewing your mind, right? And here she is, floating and surrendering to what may come towards her. They're telling you to give things a chance to start opening up again, because you're missing out on the elixir of life. Detoxify your soul from the anger, from the fear, from the doubt, because there's certain people that will come into your life that you will dismiss, and they were to bring great gifts and treasures to you that you will not get. You will not get to hold in your hands or in your mind because you were too busy dismissing them. All right, let's go right to the charms. Let's see what we get with that. Okay, there's a lot of things here that I'm seeing. Big dreams, flying high into your dreams. Some of your dreams didn't come to fruition, into blossom. You tend to walk away very easily. You don't see the beauty or the specialness about yourself. You love hugs, but you're fearful of getting hugs. Or you might cringe a little bit when you get a hug. And these are the different paths that your mind takes. Remember the octopus that the one card was holding? Yeah, here he is with the octopus. You have it again with the octopus. And this is you rising above these low expectations of people. Let's go for another. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, there's a rainbow. That there's, things on the horizon for you. Lots of peace within your mind. Give yourself some time to heal. Understand that there are many people in your life that are going to be like best friends to you, but you have to give them a chance to show you that other half of who you are. Here's again them talking about your dreams and how big they were and how you can still accomplish them. And yeah, you love that people need to be loyal to you, but you have to show them that you're that way with them by taking risks, opening up your heart to communication. That's why you've got a lot of greens and blues, and understanding that life can show you different other colors, not just gray and black, fear and anger and doubt. It can show you other paths, but you have to have your frequency at that level to have it come to you like a magnet. If you don't, you're just going to keep on the same road of pulling in things that you didn't want pulled in, okay? If you want to learn more about frequencies, please go to my most recent video on YouTube. I think it's titled The Frequency of Love, or, finding your soulmate or twin flame, doesn't necessarily mean you need to be in a relationship to watch that video. It just means, what is a frequency and what does it look like? And how can I raise mine to where I need it to be so I can pull in better things, so I can learn in a different way, okay? And here's your wing of flying away and surrendering to this new path. And your guides with the seashells are always like, can you hear me now? Because the message is, can you hear me now? Can you hear us talking to you about this message? Okay, how about a last message from your guides through the cards? So, I chose to learn through love instead of anger and fiction writing, right? Being happy. I feel like a lot of this is showing me that you're not being happy, that you're too in your mind about things, and it's hard to be happy, right? If you're over analyzing or overthinking, maybe worrying so much about things, you tend to put yourself in a depression. So if you want to feel love and be creative with joy, you need to feel it in order to make it happen. Again, raising your frequency to where it needs to be, okay? I'm going to do one more of these cards. Yeah, this is where I see you with all of this. You allow sorrow to take place because you're not rising above that frequency. You're not seeing more to life. And our minds tend to create things which then make our reality, right? How about a more positive one here? Let's see. Can we get... We've got that Lionsgate energy coming up. There's your justice again. There's your judge house, your courthouse where the judge sits, your pillar of nobody going past my pillar of alarm, and telling you to switch from this mind frame to this mind frame. Opening up your pillars and allowing things to show you something different, being different with your mind. If you willed it, it will happen. If you willed it in your mind, it will happen, whether it's negative or positive. But your biggest goal here is to go more positive. That's it, group 3. I hope you enjoyed your message. I hope you get some kind of clarity out of this message. And I will see you on the next Oracle Over Tea. Alright, groups, this is a final message for all of you as a collective. So let's move our little cards back. We're going to see what our final message is. So we are definitely going into the moon with Leo, and we are going into the Lionsgate, as I've been mentioning. So this is all going to be a ritual energy for yourself for the upcoming month here. And break free from old programmed cycling trauma. Change your routine maybe a little bit, do a little bit of journaling. Many of you have some high hopes for the next month. You're wishing for certain things. Maybe that's money, or maybe it's to meet someone, or maybe it's just to learn something new. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's write a book. Maybe it's do something creative. And they're telling you this is going to come back to you. If you're thinking it, it's going to come back to you. So maybe this is what they're telling you to concentrate on for the Lion's Gate and the new energy for August, is to think of it as a mindful ritual that you're going to be doing. I was going to go for a card, but let me see what we get here. It's this one. I believe it was group 2 that had a lot of color, vibrancy, frequency in their reading, and I'm getting like this beautified energy of seeing how beautiful you are as a soul and what you can offer other people in the world, and you're not seeing it. So you need to paint the picture you want others to see, and you know, puff your beautiful feathers out for others to see, because you're worth seeing, is what your guides are telling you. You're worth looking at, you're worth knowing. Lots of love going on for the month of August. I feel like there's a few relationships that are going to start blooming, almost like you've been questioning some things with love, but I do see that you take authority over that. I love how the colors are kind of blending into this. If you really want it, you become the creator and you bring it in, whether that's success in money, abundance, career, having a better relationship with your kids. As I said that, I'm pulling in the playful card, which is, you know, being playful with your energy, being more fun, laughing more, just pulling in those kind of, oh, that jumped right out. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's why it keeps jumping off. Okay. So we've got 2 principles here. We've got 1 and 2. The 2 principles represent the person looking for insight, and their primary part in this whole debacle or this whole situation is to identify the second principal figure in this, the primary part of this component, the compassionate or counterpart. So these are counterparts, okay? The current and the counterpart. So you've got the current and you've got the counterpart. The counterpart is basically the principal figure in the other person's life. And on the nature of this whole, you know, relationship to the reading is about keeping together as a romantic partnership or a mutual partnership together. So whether that's in business, it's going to be, you know, relevant to the counterpart of the person that you're trying to do business with. Romantically, obviously, it's common sense. It's finding the ideal partner or the ideal client when it again comes back to business, and these 2 people and what they stand for. Okay, so are you showing yourself to this other person in a way that can be reciprocated, or are you facing them like these 2 are facing each other? Are you having a good correspondence, or are you turning your back on them? This is what you need to know. Like, the questions that you need to be asking is, you know, what is your life story telling you? What opportunities or activities are you working towards with this person? Do they share your values? Are they helping you? Do they have some kind of assistance or input? Do they have an influence? Are they being open about that influence over you? And what is their influence? You know, you need to lead your life, but don't let another person lead you. But it's always good to have a counterpart that kind of sees the goal and desire that you're trying to achieve, right? So they help you realize your dreams and then assist you. They don't counteract and go against you and misguide you or say, no, don't do that all the time. Do you know what I mean? They give you loving advice. They show you a proper way of being a better you, a better version of you. Okay? So this is what you need to look for when getting into these factions of people in your life, right? So understanding what role they play in all of this. One last message. Oh, it's this one. Find a deeper meaning and personal growth and just in the discomfort. So if you are just comforted through doing change and transforming into a different perspective of who you are, understand that you are the creator and you can go at the pace that you want to go. There's a stream of love supporting your dreams. So your guides support you with your dreams. Do the people in your life? And that's what you need to question. And if they don't, start pulling in your soul family that does. I wish you guys all the best, and I will see you guys on the next Oracle Over Tea. Love you.